La pregunta es, ¿qué sienten al venir a Argentina por primera vez? Y un poco vamos a presentar los temas de su nuevo disco y cómo viene la gira de ellos, ¿no? Y llegar a Buenos Aires.
Alright, first of all, please tell us what are your feelings to come here for the first time, and are you guys like introducing the songs for the new record? And please tell us how you feel and how's the tour doing? The Maquinaria tour doing so far?
The tour is doing so good.
Yeah,
it's exquisite.
It's nice. It's nice to be here, and it's beautiful. The weather is perfect. And the river out there, and
yeah, it's our first vacation / tour.
Yeah, we've had a few off days. We've only had two shows in the past
18 days.
8 days or so. Yeah, it's nice. We're glad to be here, and we're excited to play the show tomorrow.
Alright, estamos muy contentos obviamente de estar acá. Dicen que el clima está buenísimo, que han tenido pocos shows en estos últimos días, así que están muy felices de estar acá y perfecto, todo bien, están muy contentos con el tema acá de educación delantera, que les gusta mucho, así que todo bien. El maquinaria está andando muy bien, sí, perdón. Por favor, okay, so now we have the question for the radio, for Rock and Pop Radio. Go.
Hola muchachos, mi nombre es Marcelo Martínez de Rock and Pop, bienvenidos. Les quería preguntar, es la primera vez que vienen a Argentina. ¿El show va a estar basado en los 5 discos de estudio que tienen o en el último, el de Hunter?
Alright, he's asking if you guys are going to play your whole career, your whole records, all the set list is based on all the records or just the last one?
It's based on all the records.
Está basado en todos los discos.
Yeah, we'd like to play a little bit of everything, you know, not just all the newer material, because it's our first time here, so it's, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have never seen us live, and they haven't seen the earlier, earlier records played live. They haven't seen anything yet, so we think it's more fair to put a little bit of everything in there. You know, I read a lot of the Facebook kids on our page writing, please play this song, please play that song. And they want to hear, you know, a lot more older stuff, and don't just play all the new records, play some old stuff. So that's what we're doing to accommodate for the fans.
It's a smorgasbord of Mastodon.
Alright, great. So, entonces dicen perfectamente que obviamente es más justo, como es la primera vez que están viniendo acá, van a tratar de mezclar un setlist con todos los temas de todos los discos. Se fija mucho en el Facebook que los chicos escriben mucho, toquen tal tema, toquen el otro, así que nos parece más justo, vuelven a repetir, un setlist que abarque toda la discografía, así que es como un mix de Mastodon de toda su carrera.
Leyendo entrevistas que han hecho, siempre hablan de diferentes estilos de música, stoner rock, slash, metal progresivo, metal alternativo. ¿Ustedes cómo se definirían?
So he's saying that reading interviews you guys been doing, you always mention different types of music like stoner rock or sludge. How would you define your music?
Well, it's really hard to describe our music. I mean, especially, you know, every record's a little different. When we first started, it was very sludgy, I guess, you know, kind of in the gutter. And everyone's just learning to sing and kind of play together. So, you know, it's kind of like this caveman that's slowly Neanderthal and getting more mature, growing up, I guess.
The evolution of man is in our music. The evolution of us is in our music, you know.
We have a lot of influences, you know, everywhere from Neurosis, Melvins, Thin Lizzy, Bad Brains.
I like the guy. Did he say slash?
No, sorry, sludge.
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 Yeah, S-L-U-D.
Oh, sludge. Oh, yes. Okay.
Sorry.
Slash. I like slash way better than I like sludge. I don't like sludge. I like slash.
All right. So, dicen que obviamente al principio de su carrera estaban como de alguna manera creciendo, empezando a cantar, a probar cosas nuevas, y al principio, bueno, era más esta cosa de sludge, como lo quieran llamar, y obviamente dice, bueno, esta es como la evolución de una banda, como toda banda que va creciendo en su carrera y va funcionando. Dice, bueno, en este momento, después de toda nuestra carrera, fuimos evolucionando, bueno, ahora llegamos a esto, pero sí, al principio teníamos esa cosa más de sludge.
Okay, my name is Carlos Rosa from Metal Magazine from here. What does inspire you at the moment of your writing? Real situation, myths, historical effects, facts?
Inspiration comes from thin air. It's like you're an antenna and you're catching something up above that you don't know that's about to use you as a filter, and you're about to become part of something that you don't know you're about to become part of, which is a songwriting process that you've created yourself. And that the inspiration is usually invisible, you know, it just kind of hits you like, I have a great idea, or you're sleeping and you have these songs that are kind of filtering through your dreams and stuff like that, or maybe you smoke some really good marijuana and you just happen to have a guitar and you just like make something right there, is how I come up with my contribution to Mastodon.
You know, like the tooth fairy, when you lose a tooth, and you put it on your pillow and you go to sleep and there's money. The riff fairy comes.
Okay.
Comes at night, it's in your head.
Yeah, I usually get up out of bed and do something about it right then and there, because if I don't, then the riff fairy, he takes the riffs with him back to the fairyland.
But everything, you know, a lot of things influence me, traveling and listening to other bands and meeting new people, and you know, all that stuff's in there. You know,
A lot of scenery. Well, sometimes we see the most beautiful things we've ever seen in our life because of our job. Like, you know, just different cities and architecture and rivers and oceans and mountains and trains and, you know, just all that stuff it collects in your collective thoughts, and you really kind of want to speak about it through music to show appreciation to everyone that you've met through a song. That's the way it can reach everyone, you know, is through the media.
Okay. Bueno, básicamente dice que se considera como una antena, que también son muy afortunados de a veces de lograr la inspiración de lados así locos. Bueno, también dice que a veces se fuma un buen porrito y le viene una muy buena idea y quizás la flashea en el sueño y después se levanta y se apura a tratar de componer rápido antes de que se le vaya. Bueno, que son muy afortunados también de viajar y de ver un montón de cosas recopadas y obviamente de conocer mucha gente, viajar y generar nuevas ideas. Y ellos van absorbiendo todo. Básicamente una explicación muy voladora de ellos van absorbiendo todo y de ahí salen las buenas ideas.
Hola.
Lorena, de A2 o 3. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué expectativa tienen con el público argentino? Y si en esta gira tienen una inspiración, algo para el próximo disco que nos puedan adelantar.
Yeah, Lorena is saying, what are your expectations with the Argentinian crowd? And if you guys are writing right now, maybe something for the new record?
I'm always writing. I never stop writing. Life is a writing process. When you're a songwriter, you never take time off. The inspiration and the moments are always happening, so you always have to seize the moment, no matter when the moment is. It could be any time. You just have to act on it. And what do I expect out of the Argentinian crowd is I expect them to go absolutely apeshit.
Ok, dice básicamente primero que dice, nunca para de componer, siempre está flasheándola con nuevas ideas. El artista dice que nunca para de componer y también obviamente esperan que el público de Argentina se vuelva loco, a pleno. Next question.
Sebastián Noriega, de la revista Rock. Yo quería saber si se habían tomado el trabajo de ir a votar, teniendo en cuenta que están lejos de su país, y cuál era la impresión que habían tenido del resultado de las elecciones.
He's asking like a political question. Did you guys vote?
Yes.
So, all right. And what are your impressions?
I stayed up last night watching the elections, you know, kind of starting to sweat a little bit because the person that
We don't want Mitt Romney to be president.
yeah, the person that I voted for was, you know, it was very close, so it was kind of sweaty.
It was, yeah. We were, all of us were glued to CNN last night, and it was very exciting.
Yeah, so we're happy with the outcome.
Yeah, we all voted for Obama, and we support his him way before we would support Mitt Romney. But you know, there's not really that many people other than Johnny Ramone and Roseanne Barr to choose from, and I don't want those people because one's dead, and then Roseanne Barr's, she's an actress, so I don't want her to be running the country.
It's very difficult in the U.S. and I'm sure as you know, there may be many people. It costs a lot of money to run for president of the United States of America. So when it comes down to it, there's always only two people to choose, and it's very difficult because they're both. And maybe you don't want both of them, so you have to choose the lesser of one evil.
And there's never an independent. There's never an independent candidate. And
there is,
there is, but he's not like, if you vote for him, you're wasting your vote. You have to put your vote where it's going to count, and it's intense. It's to watch those final moments go down last night on CNN, and anyone can run for president, but the big guys with all the big money and all the big corporations are the ones that usually win, and that's not good for guys like us, so we want more of a natural type of a being to represent the USA after George Bush totally fucked us for 8 years.
Entonces dice que ayer sí, obviamente estuvieron pegados a CNN para ver los resultados y transpiraron un poco porque estuvo muy pegado, estuvo como reñido el tema, y obviamente dice que bueno, a ellos en realidad les encantaría poder elegir otro candidato, pero el tema acá es que en Estados Unidos tienen que tener mucha plata para llegar a ese nivel. Entonces es como que dicen, bueno, yo también podría votar por un candidato menos popular, ¿no? Algo un poco más ahí perdido, pero es como desperdiciar el voto. Entonces, entre esos dos tenés que elegir el menos malo, sería una cosa así. Entonces, bueno, obviamente votaron por Obama porque sienten que...
I really wanted Hillary Clinton to run for president, to be honest with you, because I really like her.
No dice que le recabe Hillary Clinton y que dice, claro. All right, próxima pregunta.
I want to talk about something I have noticed in the first two albums. When you have components, you use harsh voices and even screaming. Then after the third one, because one sense, this is get softer. How do you to make this research?
Well, it's like we were saying earlier, it's the evolution of us, it's like we evolved into that because we weren't as young as we were when we started Mastodon. Now we're a bit older, a bit more mature, and we want to reach a larger audience with a more textural music that can be more of a palette for everyone to enjoy instead of just being for a certain age group. Screaming is aggression. We're not aggressive. We don't have that aggression. We don't really possess that young aggression anymore because we're older, mature, more mature men now. So we all have families now, and we're married, and we're not drug addicts that are drunk out of our mind that are screaming in a microphone, basically.
I mean, we've really matured, and the music, the music has changed. When music, we never write the same record. It's like you want to evolve and keep putting out, a better record than the last one, and it's different somehow because you keep putting the same record out. It's just boring for us. So we are always writing different styles.
And you're not trying to appeal to what's popular at the time. You're just trying to appeal to yourself, and you already have a fan base, so you want your fan base to try to kind of grow with you,
Primero lo que preguntó él es básicamente un poco, nuevamente volviendo a la evolución de la banda, que los primeros discos era como más gritado y después cambiaron un poco y era como más melódico, empezó a evolucionar de esa manera. Entonces ellos responden que obviamente al principio es un poco también referido a la pregunta que fue antes, ¿no? Que básicamente al principio, bueno, dice, estábamos más drogados, éramos más jóvenes, estábamos más descontrolados y de alguna manera nos preocupábamos por que la música nos gustara a nosotros solos. Entonces, nuevamente, evolución y tratar de también acaparar un poco más de más audiencia. Entonces, la música fue cambiando y ahora utilizan otro tipo de elementos en su música que quizás no condice con lo que había al principio, pero bueno, es todo parte de la evolución de la banda. Vamos a la próxima.
Hello guys, my name is Julian. Welcome to Argentina. The Hunter was one of the best records of last year for many websites and many radio stations. do you feel the pressure over your shoulders to do a best record right now?
I personally do. I personally do not, because I'm a big part of writing, and I believe whatever I decide is going to be nothing's better than anything. I'm not trying to get better. I'm not trying to make something better than that. I'm just always trying to grow as a musician. So, and I trust my ear and I trust my opinion on what I'm writing, that it's going to be comparable to anything that I've written before. And usually I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, every single record we get asked the same question. It's been going that way since Life's Book. How are you going to talk this? How are you going to talk that? It's like, well, we're just going to keep writing what we think is, when we write, we try to impress each other with what we're writing. Like, hey, what do you think of that? You like that? Okay, cool. We like it. Maybe if we think that we like it, and we have to put the Mastodon stamp of approval on it, then our fans probably don't like it too. And it just so happens, each record has been growing and getting better, and going further into the unknown. So that's just the way we continue to write.
The weed continues to get better, the strands. So
lo que preguntó acá nuestro amigo es que básicamente el último disco de Hunter fue catalogado como uno de los mejores discos del año anterior. Entonces la pregunta es si eso sienten presión en hacer un disco mejor que el anterior, ¿no? El último. Entonces ellos dicen sinceramente que no, que bueno, definitivamente son muy personales en ese sentido, no se fijan mucho en que está de moda, sino que es como muy personal en decir, a nosotros nos gusta, si nos gusta a nosotros, vamos para adelante. O sea, confían mucho en su intuición, ¿no? La intuición musical de la banda, y bueno, él dice también, y generalmente estoy en lo cierto, así que le doy para adelante. Next question.
Hi guys, Mastodon is one of the probably the most important band within the metal genre in the last decade. But I wanted to know what the other bands do you guys consider that help push forward the boundaries of the genre?
There's a lot of them.
And bands like Baroness, High on Fire, Kylesa, Neurosis, Velvet is Big Business. Lots of bands, Red Fang, bands we look up to that are, just still, they're very...
Not because they're taller than us, just because we like their music.
Yeah. They're, bands that have been playing the same, not compromising their sound and just playing the music that they like and not trying to get into the mainstream, just staying true to their, to their roots.
I mean, listen to the mainstream. Who wants to sound like that,
Okay. La pregunta fue básicamente que Mastodon es una de las bandas más importantes de la última década, y la pregunta fue qué otras bandas ellos consideran que ayudaron también a crear o hacer las bandas importantes también que ellos consideran de esta última década que les gustan a ellos. Y bueno, lo que tengo para acá, Baroness, Melvins, High on Fire, son todas bandas, entre otras, todas bandas que a ellos les gustan mucho, y bandas que tampoco se comprometieron su estilo, no transaron con el mainstream, todos sabemos lo que es. Y él dice, bueno, al saber eso, ¿quién quiere estar en el mainstream, no? O sea, todos queremos mantener una línea donde no comprometemos nuestra música, no transamos, ¿no?
Personally, I listen to a lot of more older music and try to incorporate the older music with the newer style of kids that are having this wave of metal happening,
Okay. Básicamente lo que dice es que
I don't really listen to all the new bands. I listen to the really old stuff like Django Reinhardt from the 20s and stuff like that. Get inspiration from that.
Obviamente trata de sacar mucha inspiración, no del mainstream, sino de bandas viejas como Django Reinhardt, y incorporar eso en esto que todos conocemos como, bueno, el estilo que ellos desarrollan, tratar de agarrar mucha inspiración del pasado. Nada de cosas.
We listened to music before it changed into a big pile of shit. We listened to music like Pink Floyd and Hank Williams and and really good music that is stuck around the test of time. It's classic rock. It'll never go away because it's awesome. That's the kind of mindset that I go into when I'm writing with Mastodon and any other project I'm involved with.
Tratan de setearse de la mejor manera, escuchando, bueno, bandas clásicas, pero que bueno, que cambiaron historia, ¿no? Pink Floyd, Hank Williams, entonces básicamente tratan de setearse en esa mentalidad para componer. Vamos a la próxima.
Cristian Antonio, en lo que sea rock, quería saber qué concepto tienen ellos acerca del rock argentino, ¿no? O sea, más del género que ellos interpretan, ¿qué concepto tienen?
He's asking what maybe knowledge or concept do you have about Argentinian music? If you guys heard any Argentinian music?
I would imagine that it sounds like really great, but I've never heard any Argentinian music that I know of. But I would imagine that it has an old flavor, like it doesn't sound like pop music, you know, like Britney Spears or anything. I would imagine that it sounds like, you know, lots of guitars, like the nylon string guitars, and with, you know, much like a mariachi or something like that. I don't know, like I've never heard of it. Am I wrong or am I right? I don't know. I would love to hear some traditional Argentinian music, and I don't even know about the instrumentation that they use, but that's something that I'm going to learn while I'm here.
Bueno, básicamente dice que en realidad no ha escuchado mucha música argentina, entonces no puede dar un veredicto al respecto, pero lo que dice es que le encantaría, bueno, tiró como una citación de mariachi, porque no sé, pero que en realidad obviamente quiere que le alcancemos música para poder escuchar y tener un concepto al respecto, ¿no? Vamos con la próxima. This is going to be the last question, guys.
Natalia de Noiseware. Yo quería saber, por un lado preguntar y por otro lado expresar un deseo, sin menoscabar el aspecto vocálico de la banda, si tienen pensado en algún momento sacar un disco instrumental.
Saying that you guys think maybe in the future you guys going to put out like an instrumental album? Maybe.
An instrumental album?
Yeah.
I would love to. Yeah, that would be fun.
Sería muy divertido.
You never know, really.
Yeah, every album that we write is instrumental until we start singing on it, of course. But it always kind of begins that way because when I'm doing my writing process, which is usually alone at my house, and I just have a musical landscape, and then I think of melody later.
Claro, él nos comenta un poco de su forma de componer. Obviamente dice que estaría buenísimo, que todo empieza instrumental, obviamente, componiendo solo en su casa y que luego agrega las melodías, ¿no? Bueno, creo que básicamente dice que sería interesante, que nunca se sabe, que puede pasar. Bueno, that was the last question, guys. So,
thank you guys very much.